Ladies and gentlemen, the following is another outstanding episode of the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. In one corner, we have the greatest thing on God's green earth. No, we're not talking about money, Mary Jane, or Popeye spinach. He's the tranquil dart of Ringside Society, Delaware's greatest American hero. And whenever he goes to Taco Bell, he asks for a chief burrito because he loves the combination of chicken and beef. It takes two to make a thing go right. He's Rob Bass, and you are not. And the second corner, we have that ocean crossing, straight up bossing, flight catching, shot glass snatching. Where's he going next? Nobody knows. 3 continents down, 3 more to go. No cap, straight facts, the worldwide star boy, Remy Blue. But it's not about us. You see, we have a special guest tonight, a man who is doing outstanding things. He is actually, he's actually based in Georgia. And when he wrestles, he's not on no bullshit. He's actually on that top team shit. He actually has the do-rag game on lock. He is the one of one, Keelin Cole. How you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing good tonight. I'm ready. Happy to be on the show with y'all. Thank you for having me on the show with y'all. And let's get it, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, we trying to take down. We trying to get all the top team members on here, man, one by one. You know what I'm saying? When we saw, Teriyaki and Jay Lucas do their thing at the Nightmare Factory Student Showcase, we were like, wait a minute, they're a team? And then come to find out it's not just a tag team, it's a whole stable. So I'm like, yo, you know something? Let's interview. Let's try to interview all them guys, man. Because we've seen y'all do a lot of great things. And the thing about y'all is y'all aren't just like staying in one area. Y'all are going like all over the world. I seen a couple of y'all in South America. I seen Teriyaki in Japan right now. The Northside Heroes, they kicking ass up and down the East Coast. Dante Darko, he's making himself known as well too. We got Mr. Danger, who's actually on GCW. That's a dangerous man. I don't know, man. I might have to wear a helmet and a bulletproof vest whenever he comes on, whenever he makes his appearance on this show, man. But hey, man, the one of one, man. What's going on in your neck of the woods, man?
What's going on, man? I'm just working hard, trying to get my name out there more, trying to hit more cities, hit more states, and just like hopefully just get a championship. That's one thing. That's one goal I got in my mind right now. The biggest goal I got in my mind right now is to get a championship.
Awesome, man. Yeah, well, I got a feeling it's definitely gonna happen for you. If not this year, the Jordan year, because we got a couple more weeks. It's definitely gonna be the next year, which is the Kobe year. R.I.P. Black Mamba. We miss you. Thank you for all that you gave us. But it's gonna be next year. I got a feeling it's gonna happen, man. Because the way y'all elevate each other, it's crazy, man. Like I ain't never seen nothing like that.
Yeah, one thing about Top Team is we're not friends, we're brothers at the end of the day. We look out for each other. We hop in cars with each other to go to different shows. We take care of each other, and it is the real brotherhood. It's the real family in Top Team.
Yeah, man. And all y'all and it's not even like, oh, it's just a group of like y'all are just like hell. Each of y'all are hella impressive because I seen some stuff from for example, we had the Northside Heroes on first, and I seen the stuff these guys pulled off, and like I saw one of them do it was like a catapult into a spear, and it was like a unique double team maneuver. And I was like, yo, these guys are like clockwork, man. Like it's only a matter of time till they start, getting out there and giving the other teams a run for their money. You got Dante Darko, who's doing his thing. He knows how to, get the crowd pumped. I saw you against, I think his name was Grayson Pierce. He caught your foot from behind, and he did a whole front flip and knocked that guy out. And I'm like, no, these guys are crazy with it, man.
Yeah, we just feed off of each other. We build each other up. We're competitive with each other, and that's all I can ask for. Is just a group of brothers that can help me out, help each other. That's all I can ask for from them.
Yeah, man. So I gotta ask, man. I always ask. I've asked the Northside Heroes. I've asked Dante Dark. I pretty much asked 99.9% of our guests on the show. How did your fandom for wrestling start? What was the match or the main event or the pay-per-view that got you hooked and made you tune in from there on out?
Obviously the biggest one everyone might not think is a WrestleMania. It has to be that. But my favorite match that got me hooked on had to be Undertaker and Shawn. It had to be that. or even going back a little bit years later, it was had to be Stone Cold and The Rock from WrestleMania 17. The stories got me hooked. The character got me hooked onto wrestling, and that's what really got my fandom into wrestling. Really, that's what it is.
Okay. Wow, you started off great, man. And I'd say if you start off with like Shawn Michaels or even like Stone Cold and The Rock, that's actually a great way to start because all three of those men you mentioned definitely great on the mic, definitely know how to perform, definitely kept you hooked on their storylines, and yeah, that was definitely a great time to be a wrestling fan as well. So growing up, like, did you ever get to go to any of the shows live, or did you only just get to see them on TV?
Crazy thing is, I went to my first WWE pay-per-view last year on New Year's Day. It was a day one event. They had it in Atlanta. So I'm like, I can't miss it. It's in Atlanta. I have to go. And when I went, it was just a different feeling from watching it on TV. It was a different atmosphere being there with other fans who love what you love, who enjoy what you enjoy, who just want to be entertained. And that was my first one, is when day one last year.
Yeah, that's that WrestleMania in Atlanta. That was Shawn Michaels. No, that was his last match. That was John Cena versus The Miz with The Rock as the special referee. And what else? You had John Morrison and Snooki, and I think Trish Stratus. Yeah, I vaguely remembered, but I know it wasn't a bad WrestleMania. It was pretty decent.
People say it was a bad one. I don't think it's a bad one. I'm just saying that because I'm being biased because it's in Atlanta, my home city, my hometown. I'm not gonna say it's a bad one. I enjoyed it regardless.
Yeah, I've seen it. Like I saw like WrestleMania 9, which was like way back in '93. That one was pretty. I tried to remember that one. And I think the 8-hour WrestleMania, I mean, that was kind of bad too, because I mean, 8 hours, man, that's a whole like work shift, man. Like people got to go to work the next day. Well, ain't nobody got time to like sit down. And I, as much as I love wrestling, I don't want to sit down for 8 hours and watch it. Like,
yeah,
I got a life outside here too.
Yeah, come to the main event. All the fans gonna be burnt out by then. So I get what you're saying. An 8-hour WrestleMania is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I when that show when that pay-per-view was on, I was actually stationed in Japan, and I was actually at work. And so Japan is like 14 hours right now. They're 14 hours ahead of us, so it's like 9 o'clock over there. So by the time WrestleMania started, which was like 8 something, it was like 9 something over there. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to be here for 8 hours, so I just was like tuning in and out of it, watching it, and so on. But yeah, that was crazy though. So, growing up, who are some of your favorites that you enjoyed watching that you couldn't help but cheer for, and we're like, yo, something? When I grow up, man, I want to be just like that guy, or I'd like to tag with that guy one day.
Growing up, I was a John Cena fan, man. Just the message he gave, how he portrayed himself in the ring, outside the ring. That's one guy who I grew up watching, grew up a fan of, is a John Cena fan, most definitely. But it was others too. Shawn Michaels, Triple H. I can say a lot, but those three are just the ones that come to my mind.
Oh, that's cool. So did you ever get to like meet any of them like eventually, like Shawn Michaels or Triple H or John Cena?
Never got to meet none of them.
Ah, okay. Well, hopefully, one day you do, and what would be your reaction if you were to meet them though? Would you be like, all chill? Would you be like, yo, man, I grew up watching you when I was like younger, and because it happens. I've done it sometimes too, but
I say the fan side of me would be like that, but the wrestler side of me would just be like, pick their brain, ask questions. How can I better my game, better myself from their like mindset? So that's what I would say. It would a little bit of both, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, I can understand because once you're in the business, like you don't want to like. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't want a fanboy because then it'll be like, I get a feeling like they think I'm not taking this seriously. So I just have to like be calm and so on. I mean, I'm like that even too now, with me, being part of this podcast. I tend to like if I when I even meet with wrestlers, like regardless of whether I grew up watching them or if they're starting, I tend to like just like tend to chill, because I don't want to think like, this guy's a mark and how
Yeah,
wrestling
I
fans could
understand.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that you're a fan, you're going to the shows, you're cheering your favorites, you're supporting, the brand and whatnot, WB and you know and you're tuning in every week. How did your journey go from Keelin Cole wrestling fan to the one of one Keelin Cole member of Top Team? How'd that journey go for you?
Mm. A lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of moments where I just doubted myself. How about I had to pick myself back up. So just to make a long story short, it's been a rough journey, but I'm still learning. I'm still not giving up. I'm still in the game, and I'm looking to prove myself every day I step in the ring.
Oh, okay. That's pretty that's a pretty good answer, man. That's definitely a pretty good answer. And like I said, I've been seeing your stuff, man, like your matches, man, and yeah, it's you're definitely on your way, man. You're definitely on
Thank
your
you,
way.
man.
But
Thank you.
I saw you pick I saw you have a song that you come out to. And I'm probably gonna get judged because people probably Rob probably gonna look at me like, Remy, what's wrong with you, man? Are you crazy or what? And I know probably, especially females, probably gonna look at me like, is you on crack? But you come out to Moonwalking in Calabasas by Blueface,
No,
which I'm cool with.
it's by DDG, but it's featuring Blueface.
Yeah, by DDG featuring Blueface. That's a pretty nice tune and whatnot. Blueface, I got two songs. There's two songs of his that I definitely got a bump, and that's the one that's called what's it called, Tatiana, whatever.
I think
And he
it's
got another one,
Tatiana.
and he has another one that for some reason I'm surprised has not picked up yet, but it's called Slide. He says, pull up on your block, and I'll bleed him slide. That's a banger right there, man. So like, what made you like pick that particular song, man? Because
Ashley.
I thought when I hear somebody from Georgia, I'm thinking somebody probably gonna go with like something like by like Offset, Us versus Them, which is another banger, or something by like a lot of people I know for that they go with like 21 Savage, you know, like what made you go with that particular song?
So growing up, I always was a DDG fan. He started off as a YouTuber, transitioned to music. So he always like give out motivation videos, and one video he was like,
It's kind of
follow your
sound
dreams.
distorted. I'm sorry.
You go ahead.
Oh my, yeah, you go ahead. Yeah, it was kind of sounding like breaking. It was kind of breaking up.
Okay. Well, I grew up a DDG fan. He was a YouTuber at first, then went to music. But one thing about DDG, he always like try to motivate his fans and like try to follow their dreams and just go for it. Don't be scared. If you fail, you fail. Just pick yourself back up. So that's why I picked that song, because he really motivated me to get into wrestling, to follow my dreams, and that's why I picked it. Because also it's a cool song too. It's pretty a cool song. It's like when you come out to it.
Yes.
I be feeling it when I'm in the gorilla.
Yeah, it is. It is, man. That's a really good that's a really that because when I heard it, I was like, yo, this song's a banger, man. Like, yeah, a lot of people sleep on DDG, man, but
A
dude
lot
got
of them.
talent. Dude got talent, man. So, speaking of music, so you like the song by DDG. What are some of your like when you're working out, when you're working out at the gym, or when you're getting ready to face your opponent, or when you're ready to knock out some cardio, what are some songs that are on the one of ones playlist?
Of course, DDG. I play some Migos, maybe some J. Cole, maybe some Kanye. I have a really diverse, really changeable playlist when it comes to that time, because I can listen to any. If it sounds good to me, I'm listening to it regardless. I really don't care what other people say about it. But that's really what's on my playlist before a workout, a match, or anything really.
Yeah, hey, it's funny you say I could actually see J. Cole like doing an intro song for you. And the
Yep.
first thing I hear is, yo, Cold World 101. Let's get it. I could say, then you hear some bang this, and then I could see that happening for some reason.
We gotta make it happen. Someone called J. Cole. Someone DM. Make it happen.
Shoots. Hey, yo, J. Cole, if you see this, yo, let's make it happen. Best believe that. So I just got a few more questions before I turn it over to Rob. So, you know, we saw Blackjack in South America. I believe Mr. Danger was on that tour with him too,
It
and Jay
wasn't.
Lucas was with him too.
It was only Jay Lucas and Blackjack who went. They went with Zinchi too and King Cole. And that's
Okay,
the four that went to Peru and South America.
okay. And then you got your boy Teriyaki, the real deal. He's over in Japan, chopping it up with Noah, making it happen like a captain. Where are some places that you're hoping to wrestle in the near future? And like I said, you could say places like Australia, brother, because I could tell you right now, anything's possible in wrestling. You never know. Somebody over in England might be like, yo, I like how that Keelin Cole guy wrestles, man. Let's get him over here to Progress. Next thing you know, you're doing a UK tour. So where do you want to wrestle in the very near future?
I seen Terry over there, so Japan is on my list. I say Australia too. Australia, Japan, and maybe South America. That's
Okay.
what I got in my mind right now. It's like countries to travel to wrestle at. Was them three right there.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm actually from South America. I was actually in Guyana for pretty much most of my life. And
Really?
yeah, it's actually pretty nice down there. People are really cool and whatnot. Hopefully I'll get to go out, not just like Chile, but like, Guyana. I think somebody said Peru's actually has a bit of a scene down there too. So it's coming up. But I can tell you though, Japan as well too. If you get a chance to go to Japan, like I told Dante last week, definitely take that booking with a smile and go, because whatever you heard about it, it's that excellent and more. Like you're gonna have a great time there. You
Of
know,
course, of
food
course.
is great. The food, even the food, like it's small portions, but it's healthy. And like if you're into anime and stuff, Tokyo's it. Like, it's a lot to see there, man. A lot of culture too. So I just got two more questions, man. So my second to last question, you know, who are some names? A long time ago, Cody Rhodes had a list of names that he wanted to wrestle in the near future, and subsequently other wrestlers started doing the same thing too. Who are some names that the one of one Keelan Cole would like to wrestle in the near future? And feel free to call anybody from WWE or AEW. I mean, like I said, you know, it's
The
unpredictable.
first
Wrestling's unpredictable.
the first name I got in my mind is of course my trainer, my coach, AR Fox. Never got to have a one-on-one with him, but I'm gonna manifest that match because I really want that match. That match will make me better because I just know how Fox is. He's always thinking about wrestling. He literally eat, sleep, and breathe wrestling. So that match is number one on my list of dream matches, if we can say dream. Yeah, dream matches. I got like two more. Is Seth Rollins and Swerve Strickland. That's the other two I got on my list of matches I want in the near future. But those three right there are like top three on my list right there, on my mind right there.
Awesome, man. And I'm actually very happy for AR Fox because he's signed to AEW, and he's getting more opportunities. I've known of him since like 2012, and man's one of the best to do it, man.
He
You
really
never get
deserves
bored of
it.
his matches.
He really deserves it. It's a long time coming for him, but he really deserves it. That's really what.
Yeah. So my last question, before we actually, before I turn it over to Rob, I know Rob has a couple of questions for you. So the term, the one of one, man, you know, where did you get that? Like, because when I think the one of one, I think of like the Matrix, you know. So where'd you like? How did you come up with that moniker?
I was just well, before I even got into wrestling, I thought about all of this, my name, moniker, all that. So, but even before I had that in mind, but I can't really say where I got it from. It just came my mind one day. It sounded cool. I ran with it, and now I'm here right now. I'm like, That's really what.
That's awesome, man. I like that though. The one of one. That means there's no others.
No
Just
one
one of
can
one.
compare. No one can be like me in the ring. That's just what.
Yeah, man. You know you got to put it on a shirt, man. I can see it now. Hashtag. You probably got merch out already, don't you?
Not yet, but next year we got all that in the works. A shirt. I'm thinking about coming out with some custom do-rags with one-on-one on it. So, but we can't talk about that yet. That's all in the vote until next year.
I'll tell you what, brother. If you ever come out with custom do rags, I'm not a do rag dude. I mean, my hairline almost gone. I mean, but I'm gonna say this right now. If you come out with a do rag, I will definitely rock that and model that. I'll be like, yo, support my boy Keelin Cole, of Top Team. Get your do rags over there at his shirt. I even wear the Top Team shirt with it too. Trust me, I'll do it. I've done it before.
Hey, it goes together. It
Rob
goes together.
Rob will probably wear a do rag too. I mean, he was digging the Vince McMahon do rag days, and he listened to Eminem, so he,
I probably look like Vince or what was his name, Jamie Kennedy in Malibu Tag. I probably look like that.
the difference is Rob is actually more convinced that he's.
I can get the waves in.
Yeah. But yeah, man. But I'm gonna go ahead and turn it over to Rob. Kind of, he has some questions for you. Rob, go ahead, man. The floor is yours.
All right, thanks, Remy. So what's going on, man? How you doing, man?
What's up, man? I'm doing good. About yourself?
Pretty good, man. Having a fun time on the show, man. Getting to hear all about what's going on down there in Jordan, all that good stuff down south, man. So I love that. I love that. So, man, I gotta ask. You're talking about you got the end of the year coming up and all, man. Are you ready for the holidays?
Well, I'm ready for that. I'm ready for
Are you ready for them, man? Are you ready for Christmas, New Year's, man? You got any the big plans? Are you just is it just gonna come and go? You be like, oh man, let me just get through it as fast as I can.
I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna rest up during the holidays, but I'm really looking forward to it. I don't got no plans yet for them, but if a plan comes up, I'm gonna do it. I'm more of an outside person. I don't like being in when it's holidays or New Year's, anything like that. I like being out and about,
Yeah, I got you. I got you. So, do you have any more shows for the rest of the year? Do you have anything coming up, are you off to the next New Year?
Well, I got a match tomorrow at the 4 against Rico Gonzalez. But I got a show this Sunday. It's called Southern State Pro. I got that, but that's really it really for the year. And something comes up, I'm gonna do it regardless.
Oh yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Yeah, I'm all for it. We just had our 1CW. We just had our last match of the year Saturday. You know what I mean? So we got a nice couple weeks off, man. And then during the holidays, the training schools, we're off to I think the day after New Year's. So get a little rest in. Everybody rest their bumps and bruises and all that good stuff, man. So I'm all for that. So man, you're saying training with AR Fox, man. What was it like training with him, man? What kind of wisdom was he imparted on you that that stuck with you? Something he said. You're like, yeah, man, yeah, that. Okay, I get that now. I get that, or something like that.
He put a lot into me. He made wrestling more. I wouldn't say easy because wrestling is not easy, but he's helped me through it a lot. Like I always ask questions. If I didn't get something, I would always go to Fox. Just picking his brain and being under his learning tree and just it's really it's a privilege to do that because everyone don't have an AR Fox that trains them, but I'm luckily trained by the best in my opinion, and it's just a journey with him.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man, isn't it crazy? You see the trainer, when he wrestles with all the students and everybody trains, man, it's always like, man, it's like a 5-star match, because I don't know what it is, man, because the trainer knows what you can do. He's like, I got this, we got this. And it's always like, it seems easy and stuff. I've done that in training, man. I'm like, wow, okay. Even though I don't wrestle, I just ref and, you know what I mean? Because, I don't do anything. I just know like an eye poke and a back rake. That's about it. I barely know how to lock up, so. Oh, man. So you say your next match is Sunday and all, man. I gotta ask, what was that? What was your first match like? Do you remember your first match? That first one where it was like, all right, what is it? Is there any tape out there, or is it like buried in a vault somewhere that it ain't gonna open up until like Fallout happens or something. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
it's buried in the vault, far away from everyone. It'll come out when I think it's a good time for it to come out. But my first match, it was nervous, had so much on my mind, didn't want to like look dumb, messed up.
Mhm.
It was a really moment in time. It was like a moment in time for me. It was like, oh, I'm finally doing it, but I'm nervous while doing it too, if you get what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
it was like a lot of emotions, a lot of adrenaline, a lot of butterflies, a lot of everything that night. My first match was.
So man, so when you got up to the curtain, man, I know them nerves had to be like, right here after the curtain, you're there. It was probably, but did it kind of go away when you went through that curtain? Was like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, all right, we good now.
It didn't go away until I took that bump in the match. When I took
Okay,
that bump, that's when it went away. That's what I was like, oh, okay, I'm in it. Let's get it.
okay,
Let's go. Let's have a banger of a match. And
that's
that we
right,
did that night.
that's right, that's right. So I gotta ask, I mean, traveling with everybody and stuff, man. You gotta have some funny travel stories, man. Being down south, man. I know you might come across a Bigfoot or something, down there, or there are just some wild animals on the road or something, man. Is anything crazy like that happen around with y'all, or has it
Actually,
been
I
pretty
had
much,
a
chill?
show like 2 weeks ago. It was at DWA coming back from the show. I rode with my boy Neji, and I think he took like a wrong turn. It was like a wrong turn in a scary looking road, nothing but
Mm,
trees and like it was pretty much the boonies. You know what that is, the
yeah.
boonies. But it was like we just kept driving. But I told him this is how a scary movie starts, and
Hmm.
that was a really funny moment, but a really scary moment for me too. But I think that's one that comes to mind really. If yeah, that's what comes to mind. A funny road trip story for me.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I don't blame you on that, man. I've had friends because I live out in the country, man. It's like, yeah, it's straight cornfields and woods out here. Like, if you're from the city, like, like, and you come down here and visit or whatever, you're like, man, I don't know about this, you know what I mean? Like, there's a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, man. Like, oh, no, man. If I hear the word, yeah, if I hear anything, I'm leaving, you know what I mean? It's like, no, we're good, man. It's all right. So, where's the farthest you've traveled so far? You know, what I mean, have you stayed, pretty much, southeast or whatever? Or have you gone, west coast, north, anything else like that?
The farthest I've traveled had to be Indiana. Indiana, Tennessee, Alabama. But I say Indiana is the farthest I ever traveled, really.
What was it like up there in Indiana? Was it pretty
Oh,
cool up there?
I like the vibe in Indiana. I told my boys this if I ever move anywhere, any state, anywhere, it would be Indiana because I would like the vibe there. Everyone cool there. It's no bad vibes at all there. What I've seen when I went there, it was like a good vibe. Everyone's want to have a good time there. So Indiana, I would say.
Oh man, that's pretty good, man. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I think I've been like driven through Indiana. I don't think I've like stopped in there. So. But yeah, I heard. I've never really heard anything bad about Indiana. So yeah. So I guess that's pretty cool. So you got the new year coming up, man. Are there any specific goals for you coming up, man? Like like you said, you wanted to win the championship, man. Is that like the top of your list? You have anything else on there you want to add? Like goals you want to try to accomplish this year?
Win a championship, want to hit more cities, hit more states. I just want to be recognized more. That's also a
Mm,
big thing of mine. I just want to be recognized more because I don't feel like I'm truly seen yet, but I'm working to like get that. So I would say that would be like a big goal besides like winning a championship, but just being seen more, hitting more cities, hitting more states.
that's right. That's right. So I gotta ask, like when you're out there with your stable and stuff, man, are y'all, do you like doing the singles matches or you like tag matches better? You know what I mean? Because sometimes the tag match, you get a little rest or something. You're like, all right, man, let me rest for a couple seconds, man. That singles match, you're, but or
I,
are you like, man, give me whatever, man. I'll dominate any match. You know what I mean?
honestly, it wouldn't be singles. Wouldn't it would be a trios for me? Cause a
Okay.
trios, it's like it's more people there. You can be more creative. I've like had a lot of trios matches with Jay and Terry. I've never, but like I think I wouldn't be like where I am right now without them two. Because we had our first trios match back in August at the 4. Then we tagged in September. Then we just kept tagging with each other. But so I thank those two guys right there because they really did help me to get where I am right now. That's what I think and know. That's what I know for sure. Them two helped me really.
Now, have you done any like cage matches or any crazy hardcore matches yet?
Ooh. I had a hardcore match before with Spec, and it was on the Georgia Wrestling History website. Everyone loved it. It's on the 4 YouTube page. Check that out if y'all haven't. I had that hardcore match, and I had another like a no DQ match last year against Cavern Canyon. But the hardcore match Respect is one that's truly near and dear to my heart. The truly one I'm really proud of is that match, Respect.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So like, yeah, if what like CZW was like, hey, you want to come up here, do a couple things, man? You'd be like, all right, let's roll, let's do this.
I'm down for anything, man. Let's go, let's get it.
That's right, that's right. Man, I don't know if I can rep that, man. You know what I mean? Like I've seen them, take a knife and then like open somebody up, man. It's like you can't have the ref throwing up during the match, man. Like I think like everybody would be like, look at that ref, you know what I mean? Take away from the match, man. I can't do that. I'll be good with that. So, before I, pass it on back to Remy and stuff, I gotta ask, I'm always trying to find new things to watch and stuff, man, because I'll get stuck watching the same movies, TV shows, over and over again, like comfort shows, man. So, are there any like new movies or shows you're watching right now, or or that are your comfort shows that you watch?
I like superhero stuff, a lot of superhero stuff. If you haven't watched Loki, I say watch Loki.
Ooh, yeah.
But something else I say, that's pretty much all I got. Really, is the Loki show. I was really into that. Really.
Okay. I haven't seen season 2 yet, man, but I like season 1. Yeah, because I don't know, man. I've been kind of burned out with the superhero, man. I'm trying to take a break, give a couple months and then get back into it, man. Because man, it's been like 15 years, man. It's like all the time, man. I've been superhero. I was like, all right, I need to take a break. Because I went on Netflix the other day and they got all the DC movies on there. They had
Really?
Batman, Suicide Squad. I think Aquaman, all of them were on there. Wonder Woman. I was like, all right, man. I guess they signed a deal with them.
Which Suicide Squad movie was it? It was the first
they
one.
had both of them. Yeah, they had both of them. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the first one, but the second one I'm a very, very much fan of. And the Peacemaker show with John Cena, that's also a funny show to me.
Yes, that Peacemaker's great. I love that show, man. I can't wait for season 2, man. They did a good job picking John Cena as that guy, man.
He was the right choice for the role, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, it was great, man. Yeah, I can't wait for the next season for that. They also got what was the one Doom Squad or whatever on there. And then they had oh man, the live action. They had like Nightwing and all them on there. I can't remember the name of the shows, man. I watched like a couple seasons of them. But man, yeah, it was pretty good, man. Yeah, it was. Oh man. Oh, see, I'm blanking right now. Yeah, I'm on the spot, man. It's one of the things, man. I can't even remember the show, man. But yeah, they had HBO. They do all those. Doom Patrol was the one, but they have all those. Yeah, that was a pretty good one. And then yeah, they do all those good shows on HBO Max, man. I like the DC shows, man. They're pretty good.
I'm more of a Marvel guy, but I can watch. The only DC I like was, of course, Suicide Squad and Peacemaker, but I'm more of a Marvel type of fan. I'm on the Marvel side.
Yeah, I like the Marvel thing. I remember when I watched I can't remember if it was the Hulk or Iron Man. It was Iron Man. I remember going to watch that, and then at the end of the movie, they had that thing, and Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson comes up, it's like, yo, we got the Avengers thing. I was like, what? That blew my mind. I'm like, we're getting a multiverse thing for real? Like, oh man! And I remember going home, telling my brother, and we were just talking like, oh my god, who are they gonna bring in? Who are they gonna have? And I'm like, oh man, yeah. So now I'm just waiting for the Blade movie, man, because I've been excited. He's one of my favorites, man. Like Wesley Snipes, I love the Blade movies. I don't care what anybody says, man. I want to see Marshala Ali, what he does with it, man. And they keep delaying it, and it makes me mad. I'm like, I really want to see that movie.
I know. I hate when they delay all the good movies. Then we got to wait an extra year. I'm like, dude, just release it now. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for that Blade movie to come out though.
Yeah, because I seen they had that little thing. What was it? It was Eternals. They had a little thing, and the dude picked up a thing. You hear Blade in the background, like, "Hey, hold on a second."
Yeah, it was
You
like
know,
the end credit scene or the after
yeah,
credit scene. Yeah, I know what you're
yeah,
talking about.
Black Knight.
yeah. It's one of them.
Yep.
Yeah, yep, yep. Yeah, yeah. You got Moon Knight on there too, man. Moon Knight was pretty good, man. I like that one.
For me, Moon Knight, it had some good episodes. It had some episodes like, but it was a good series, and all around it was a good series to me though.
Yeah, see, since it's Christmas time, man, I gotta go watch the Hawkeye season or whatever, man, show, man, because it was set during Christmas, man. I was like, I actually enjoyed Hawkeye, man. You know, it was all right.
Everyone didn't like Hawkeye, but I liked it. I liked the story. I liked the everything. The characters all made sense to me. I don't know why people didn't like it as much. Like it didn't make sense to me.
Yeah. You know, I heard people didn't like Shang-Chi that movie, man. I was like, what? I thought that was a good
Oh,
one, man. You know, with the kung fu and stuff. But I heard people didn't like it. I'm like,
the
all
fighting
right, I don't know.
scenes. It was a cool movie. Yeah, I don't know why
Yeah,
people don't like it. It's just I don't know, but I liked it. Me personally, I liked the
yeah.
movie.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to, get online, just to get some attention, what I mean? Be like, oh man, I don't like this, da, da,
Yeah,
da. Like, really?
they just trying to hate for no reason. That's what.
Yeah, probably, man. Yeah, yeah, whatever. I liked it though, man. It was awesome. So, man, before I pass it on to Remy, I do want to say, man, thank you very much for taking time in your schedule to come on and chat with us, man. I had a blast. Man, I
Thank you
wish
for having
nothing
me.
but the best for you and all your future endeavors, man. I hope the next year, man, you win title after title after title. You get to travel everywhere you want to go, man. Japan, Australia, South America, Britain, Canada, all that good stuff, man. I hope you get to accomplish all your goals and hopefully one day, man, we'll be seeing you on WWE, AEW, Ring of Honor, anywhere, man, kicking butt on our TV screens, man.
Thank you. That's the goal. That's the goal right there. Thank you, man.
Yeah. Hey, Keelan, man. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule to be on our show. It's an honor to have another member of Top Team. And we're gonna make an announcement. You're gonna like this. I'm sure the rest of them are gonna like this. Um, but best of luck to you in your career. We know you're gonna make it. Y'all are definitely on the right track as a collective. I like how y'all uplift. In a way, y'all remind me of one of my other favorite stables, and that's the New Day, because you guys are always uplifting each other. No man is left behind. Hey, if you part of this collective, you go. If I'm up, you up. I like to see that, and I wish y'all nothing but the best. Hurry and get them shirts out, man, so I can rock that and model it on our social media, man. I'll be like, yeah, go get your Top Team shirts, man, and tag y'all into the one. Just let me know when it's released, man. I'll do it. When you release a do-rag, me and Rob, we gonna rock some do-rags, man. You know what I'm saying? Let them know. You know what I'm saying? You laughing, but I'm serious. Like, I'll rock that. I'm like, yo, get that 101 do-rag, man. You know what it is, man.
Look. When I make the do-rags, you'll be the first person to get it. How about that, really?
I appreciate that, man.
I'm
I
sending it right to
appreciate
you.
that. Yeah. But before we shut this down, man, where can fans find you on social media when they want to, find out when next appearances or when Top Team's next appearances and when they want, purchase Keelin Cole merchandise, and where can bookers and promoters all over the world find y'all when they want to book, whether it's Keelin Cole, Top Team, where are y'all on social media, man?
For me, Instagram is underscore Keelin Cole. On Instagram for Top Team is Top Team shit. On Twitter for me is Keelin Cole underscore. And if they got a TikTok, I got a TikTok. It's just regular Keelin Cole. That's it. But that's where you can find all of us, really.
Awesome. So y'all definitely heard this man's on social media. Go ahead and give him a follow. When that Top Team merch drops, that Keelin Cole merch drops, make sure you get out there and cop it. If you can't make the shows he's on, that's another way you support, is by copping the merch and whatnot. And sharing stuff that he puts out as well too. That way when he actually makes it to WWE or New Japan or AEW and them, you could be like, and somebody's like, yo, I got a new Keelin Cole shirt from,
Yes, sir.
WWE Shop or Shop AEW or whatever they use. You could be like, man, sit yourself down, man. I got the Keelin Cole shirt from back in the day, man, when he was starting out with Top Team. You know what I'm saying? It's always great to support somebody at the beginning of their journey, man. So definitely go out there, give this man a follow. When he drops the merch, cop that merch. and rep it and rep it. Trust me on that. It's a great film to support indie wrestling. And with that being said, it's about time for us to shut this show down. But before we do so, Rob Bass, where can fans find you on social media when they want to talk wrestling, find out where your next appearances, purchase Rob Bass merchandise, and where can bookers and promoters find you when they want to book you for their shows?
You can find me on Instagram and X at Rob_Base82, Facebook Rob Base, and you can catch me. Next show for 1CW is January 13th. We don't have any matchups announced yet. The only one announced now is our new champion Tatiana is going to be in a house and street fight against the former champion Big Daddy Adriana. So that match right there, man, you want to go and see that. You know what I mean? So that's the only one we got there. We got a couple. We might have a surprise or two guests coming out there. Because last Saturday we had Tito Santana come out. And pump up the crowd. So you never know. And then look out because WrestleMania is in Philly. 1CW, we're going to be doing a show or two in Philly, man. So definitely make sure we're the number one company in Delaware, man. So we're going to definitely be up there in Philly doing something. WrestleMania. So definitely stay for that. Oh, and catch us on Delaware Sports Network every Saturday morning, 10 a.m. If you don't have that, you can get it on the app, the DSN app, or online, DelmarSportsNetwork.com.
Tatiana got to fight Big Daddy Adrian. I hope she knows what she's getting into. I would not want no smoke with that woman. Oh, geez. But anyways, y'all definitely head out there, support 1CW. They're doing great things. I'm actually jealous. I'm over here in New York. Rob gets to see all the action. He gets to referee all that action. If you in Delaware, if you in house in Delaware, any surrounding areas, go out there, support 1CW. There's a lot of great talented men and women there. And trust me, as a matter of fact, Jay Bougie, who was out there, is now signed to MLW. And 1CW is one of the places he actually wrestled in a couple of times. So that just goes to show that they're doing it right. So go out there, show your love to 1CW. Shout out to Sean Hardy and Sean Carlson. Y'all doing a great job there as well, too. If you want to find me on social media, not that I see a lot of cool things, but I do go to a lot of cool places every now and then. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, at the Remy Blue. You can find me on Facebook under the alias Remy Blue. And our podcast is on social media. We're on Twitter and Instagram at Ringside Society. Twitch at Ringside Society 2019. We're on Facebook as a Facebook group. We're on Spotify. We're also on Teespring where we sell official Ringside Society merch. We have t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, long sleeve shirts, even coffee mugs for your favorite beverage. And last but not least, we have a YouTube channel where you can see awesome episodes like this one, the one we have the Northside Heroes, Dante Darko, and many other great men and women, not just in the state of Georgia, but all over the world, in the professional wrestling world. You can find it right there on YouTube. As a matter of fact, all you got to do is real simple. Go on YouTube, type in Ringside Society, and once you see that really good-looking dark blue and light blue yin-yang sound with the blue flames around it, that's where you know it's us. So make sure you subscribe to all our videos because we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, and you don't want to miss a thing like Aerosmith in 1998. As a matter of fact, Rob, you think I should hit him with that announcement? Should I?
Yes, you can. Let's do it.
All right, so tomorrow, same time, same place, 7 o'clock p.m., which is going to be 4 o'clock p.m. for my East Coast riders, 6 o'clock p.m. for my people in the middle. For my mountain people, that's going to be 5 o'clock. We're going to be having the Gambler, Blackjack Mac of Top Team on our show tomorrow. We're going to be having him on here. He's going to be here talking about his wrestling career and what he plans to do in the future as a member of Top Team as well, too. And as a matter of fact, he's the guy that was actually in South America. So we're going to talk about that South American tour that he just took. So y'all make sure y'all tune in tomorrow, same time, same place. Like I said, go on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Matter of fact, hit that notification button so that it knows, when we got a new episode up, because we got a lot of cool stuff coming up. And trust me, you're going to be pissed if you miss the live. So with that being said, we just want to thank everybody tuning in live tonight. Thank you very much. We really and truly appreciate it. We're one of the best wrestling podcasts a wrestling fan could, should, and would listen to. And we're not going to stop being that. To those y'all that are listening later on when you get a chance, thank you very much in advance. And those y'all that hate us, can't stand us, really and truly wish we'd go away and take our merch with us. Well, like myself at the Golden Corral and Rob Bass at the Taco Festival, we're not going anywhere for a while.
They hate us because they ain't us.
And we ain't stopping. With that being said,
Sir.
we just want to thank everybody tuning in. We just want to let everybody know that we're very well and aware that everybody and their grandparents and their parents have a podcast. But we're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. As a matter of fact, we're not just any podcast. Hey, yo, Raw Base. One time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, one time for top team, and one time for the one of one, Keelin Cole.
Woo!
Sir.
What type of podcast are we?
We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast.
That's right. We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. And once again, we'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. The Gambler, Blackjack Mac will be in the house. But until then, we just have 4 favors for y'all. Stay safe, stay healthy, make goals, stay winning. We out. Peace.
See y'all. Good night. Stay classy, Delaware. Peace.
Good night.